Hi friends, Dree here. We're cooking spaghetti. Come on, let's check out the ingredients. Now we're cooking. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and boil the water. What we're gonna do, we're gonna add the seasoning into the water. Everything that I've showed you, with the exception of the Parmesan cheese, okay? Here's the thing that I love to do. I always like to add a little bit of oil to it. I love this because to me, it just makes sure that the noodles, they don't stick. And so what this does, in my opinion, it will seep into the noodles, right? So as the noodles are cooking, these wonderful seasonings will actually cook through the noodles. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and saute our vegetables. We're gonna cook the vegetables now. We're not going to cook them with the other things. We're gonna cook them separately. Let's go ahead and add some oil to the skillet here. Just a nice coating of oil here. There we are. And now let's go ahead and add in our onions. Yes, yummy, yummy. And these are red onions. I chose red onions because I think they're a little more sweet. Again, I like Southern style, honey. I love Southern style. So here are our bell peppers, our green and red bell peppers. We're gonna go ahead and add that. Wonderful. It smells absolutely delicious. Oh, who doesn't? I love mushrooms. This is nice. So go ahead and add that. And so we're gonna go ahead and get this going. And then we're gonna add some of our seasoning into this as well. So the water is at a very nice boil. Let's go ahead and add the noodles in there. There we are. Get those in there. And then we're gonna go ahead and just stir it. Where's my spoon? Ah, here it is. Here it is. It is. All right. Yeah, you can use different things. The whole key is to make sure initially that your noodles don't stick. Okay, so pay close attention. You need to give it some tender, loving care. Okay, and really take a look at your noodles. Make sure that you break your noodles up so that they don't stick. That's most important. Our vegetables are done. Look at that. Looks so delicious. It's perfect. So we are straining our noodles. You only need to cook your noodles for about 20 minutes. You can always do a taste test to make sure that your noodles are done. The pasta sauce is in the pot, getting ready to cook this a little bit so that way all of the pasta can blend in together, be nice and hot. I am using Heinz ketchup in the pasta sauce. So listen, again, I like Southern flavor, a little bit of a sweetness to it, and so this absolutely is a must-have for me. If you like zesty, you can use a little bit of this or maybe none of this, but I'm using this and it's in the pasta sauce, and to me it's so yummy. While our pasta sauce is cooking, by the way, the diced tomatoes are in the pasta sauce. Let's go ahead and season our ground beef. This is actually 80% lean ground beef. I'm not gonna add sugar. Remember, I added a pinch of sugar to the noodles. I'm not adding sugar to the ground beef. I'm not adding sugar, as you know, to the vegetables. And also to give it that sweet flavor, I use the ketchup. I've already talked about that. I use the ketchup in the pasta sauce, so that's enough. You don't want it to be too sweet. But again, if you like zesty, minus the ketchup, minus the pinch of sugar. Okay, let's go ahead and cook this ground beef. And now we're gonna add a little grated Parmesan cheese to our pasta sauce. Here we are. Yummy. So our ground beef is done. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our sauteed vegetables to it. Oh yeah. And then we're gonna let that just kind of cook in just for a little bit to kind of get that flavor all throughout our ground beef. Looking delicious. Such a delicious pasta sauce. Let's talk meatballs. So, listen, you can absolutely make homemade meatballs if you want to, but I didn't. This is meatballs by Mama Lucia. Now I say Lucia, it may be Lucia, L-U-C-I-A, but I like Lucia. So these are meatballs here. What I'm gonna do, I'm glad you stuck around. Aren't you glad that you stuck around? So I'm gonna melt some butter here, all right? Some butter, and I'm going to add some garlic powder. Now, you can use garlic powder if you have fresh garlic, you can use that too. I'm gonna add a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese here. Here we go, yes. And just a tad bit of sugar, just a little bit, right, to kind of even out the saltiness from the meatballs. Now again, if you want zesty, minus the sugar. I'm gonna heat this up, I'm gonna coat the meatballs, and then I'm gonna bake them in the oven. The spaghetti is all done here, and we also have the meatballs to go on top. And guess what, I didn't show you this, but there's stuffed cheese garlic bread. Yummy. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.